Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. In Game 6 of the National League Championship Series, the Nationals had 12 hits as a team as they were winners in extras against the Diamondbacks, clinching the league pennant and the right to represent the National League in the World Series in just a couple of days. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, you see the results through the first 5 games. It's been everything we could have hoped for. And now, at 3-2, you've got a team coming in here that needs to win the final 2 games on the road to take the series. Going to be a tall order to fill, but I think they're as capable as anyone to pulling it off.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not. Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And let me tell you about first baseman Yonder Alonso. The bat plays, we get it. He's there for offense. But don't sleep on the defense as well. He's battled his injuries, but he's out there going to the post, making picks and bailing out his boys in the infield.
Leading off tonight for Boston, third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
First pitch on its way. Down the first baseline. Alonso is there, and a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
In the second, Boston, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
First offering on its way. Popped him up. Ramirez shading to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Now at the plate, J.D. Martinez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Mm.
2-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Full count now, 3-2. Two out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Kipnis is there. Throw on to Alonso, takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Nothing in the first for Boston. Tribe coming to bat. Back after this on MLB Network. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Mark, how do they go about winning an AL pennant here at home?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on Josh Harrison. Basically your Swiss Army knife for a manager. The ability to play up the middle, premium positions, also both corners, and carries a nice bat to boot.
Leading off with a drive, left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Two and one now to the Tribe's leadoff man. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Francisco Lindor is on deck. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here.
Better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's collected 11 hits in 29 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Ramirez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Look, now the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bradley moving in, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed up a little high. Missed with a slider.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bradley is there. 2 gone. And with 2 away, look at our playoff tree here. And as you see, just one piece of that puzzle left, as the winner in this series will battle the Washington Nationals in this year's Fall Classic. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, lifetime against Chris Sale. He's got 5 base hits in 20 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 2-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
The 2-1 pulled toward right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Indians strand a couple. Still no score. Striding into the box, Hanley Ramirez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hanley Ramirez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Goes down to get the sinker, and it's chopped foul at the plate. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
There to take it is Alonso, one away.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Naquin's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, what a stop on the slide. How about that? Nothing across here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Digging in, Lonnie Chisenhall, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
First delivery to him on the way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab his bench.
Here's Yonder Alonso. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, and 2 to Alonso. Line to the right side. Betts is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now. Francisco Mejia would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Sale gets the sign. 3-0 on its way. A high fastball is in there. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Payoff pitch one more time. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Mejia. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Nope. And a neck-high fastball that time. Naquin leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Michael Brantley would be next. The 3-1 pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Sinking liner toward left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
Here's Michael Brantley as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Here it comes, 1-0. Line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. And the run will score as the Tribe strikes first to lead it 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. Strike one to start the at-bat. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. A ball and a strike.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. Mejia rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. Will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Set to deliver the 0-1, and he fouls this one off. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Bradley waits on the 1-0. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
3 balls and a strike now to Bradley. The 3-1. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Naquin's under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 8, second baseman, John Harrison.
Riding in for Boston, Josh Harrison. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball in for a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Batting ninth.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a slider that's inside. 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis has it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Popped him up. Sale has a play. 1 out.
The second baseman, number 22, Jason Kipnis.
Settling in now, Jason Kipnis. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike. Kipnis bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Nunez. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Lonnie Chisenhall. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 3 here in game number 6. The Indians lead it 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Naquin's under it. Makes the play. 1 away.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogart.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. And a good first pitch as he gets him to bounce one on the ground out towards second. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Next will be the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. Good looking sinker on the inside corner.
3 balls, 1 strike.
This is on the ground over the first. Alonso is there. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down 2-0. Here's Yonder Alonso. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
First baseman, Yonder Alonso.
First pitch of the at bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in a philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. A fastball that just misses inside. Alonso aboard here at first with nobody out. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Francisco Mejia. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And there he goes towards second. Grounded to the right. And that's through for a hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it will wind up first and second here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
Here's Michael Brantley. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Betts back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Digging in once again, Francisco Lindor. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Sale sets. Here it is on 1-0. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
2 runs, 6 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Another 1-2 delivery. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Alonso is on his way home. Safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, Dero, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired. Going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. The swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Ramirez will put this one away, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We played 4 full. It's the Indians 3 and the Red Sox nothing.
Leading off for Boston, first baseman, Henry Ramirez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. So 1-1. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball's in for a strike.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Betts has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate. The 1-1 home. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Edwin Encarnacion now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Edwin Encarnacion.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there. The slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Two and one to the Indians' first baseman. The count now at 2-2. The 2-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And that's the first out.
The second baseman, number 22, Jason Kipnis.
So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. And the pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. One out, nobody on. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A 1-1. Bounce to first. Ramirez scoops it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Stepping into the box, Lonnie Chisenhall. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Sale into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Little dribbler up the first baseline. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. They lead it 3-0. Here's Jackie Bradley now.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys. Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Josh Harrison stands in. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Harrison, an Ohio native. He was taken in the 6th round during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And it's 1-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Nope. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Mejia is there. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Just got a piece up the line. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Now in the box, Yonder Alonso. A hit in 2 tries so far.
First baseman, Yonder Alonso.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. The 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Bogarts has it. And the throw takes the first baseman right into the charging path of the base runner, but he's able to make a nice swipe tag to record the first out. In now for Cleveland, Tyler Naquin. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Fouled off. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now, Francisco Mejia, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. Sales ready. Here it is on 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. Down in order go the Tribe, but they lead it 3-0. Back here in Cleveland, Game 6 moves on to the 7th inning now, but before we start, let's call on our game summary to show you how we got here. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Eduardo Nunez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
No balls and a strike to count. Good power curveball there, and he's in control. 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Chisenhall has a beat on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogart.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
A ball and a strike now. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Up next for the Red Sox, designated hitter.
Here's J.D. Martinez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
And a ball diving into the dirt, a swing and a miss.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit hard to short. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. So he was able to take it into the 7th, but the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, and Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter. Once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting through that last out. But D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack. We'll see if this manager turns it over to the bullpen or allows this guy to finish it on his own.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Naquin's on his horse, and that retires the side. Red Sox lead 1. Still down 3-0. Tyler Thornburg gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Tyler Thornburg.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Michael Brantley. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Change up in for a strike. Thornburg is a guy known for his lights out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now. And a neck-high fastball that time. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-1 home. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor. His first homer so far in the series. As the Indians continue to pull away, it's now 4-0.
Cold in this booth, so I know those players have to be cold out there, but it doesn't matter to him. He still has enough power to knock it out of the park, to the opposite field no less. Now that is some man strength.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Now the 1-1 pitch. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And it's fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Betts. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
So striding forward now, Edwin Encarnacion, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Popped him up. Nunez waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
But the Indians add to their lead thanks to this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th, and the Indians have taken a 4-0 lead.
Here's Mookie Betts. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here's the first pitch to him. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Boy, D-Row, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint. But what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
Yeah, and just one pitch after giving up the base knock, he uncorks a wild one and allows him to go to second. That's like giving a guy a double that he didn't even earn. That'll drive you crazy when you're on the mound.
The 1-0. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position. Tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Betts leads off second with nobody out. Too tight with that one. 3-0. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. And he fouls this one off. Ready? Now the payoff pitch. Pitch popped up. Ramirez is there for it. He's got it one away. Now these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Here's Jackie Bradley now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hey now.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Bradley waits on the 1-0. And a curveball that time that broke too low. 1 out and a runner on second base. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Chisenhall. And he makes the catch for the second out. Our line scorer here from Progressive Field. Tribe leading this one in the 8th as they look to put the finishing touches on a solid home win. Standing in, Josh Harrison, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swing and a ground ball to third. Ramirez loves it. Throw on to Alonso, takes care of him, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. They trail here 4-0. Matt Barnes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32, Matt Barnes.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Jason Kipnis.
First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
A 1 pitch on its way. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
The 1-2. Softly hit to the left side. And this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out.
The right fielder, number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's 1 for 3. He's set, and the pitch. And a fastball swung on and hit the second. Harrison's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
First baseman, number 17, Yonder Alonso.
Stepping up to the plate, Yonder Alonso. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Game 6 is on to the 9th inning now. The Tribe lead this one 4-0. And welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio.
Leading off for Boston, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Here's the first pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. 1-1 count now to Vasquez.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher.
1 and 2.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Eduardo Nunez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, look at this sliding stop. Safe. Outstanding effort, but he can't get the out. So there'll be a runner aboard with 1 gone.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle. Nunez leads off first with 1 away. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's J.D. Martinez, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch, and a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And they'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches.
What an unbelievable effort. He has had total command of all pitches, all quadrants. Dan, this has got to bring a smile to your face.
It does, D-Roy. In the day and age where we don't see very many complete games, or for that matter, guys going out into the 8th, let alone the 9th inning, this has been a terrific start up to this point.
Two out with the man at first. This is on the ground over to first. Alonso is there. Cleveland rocks, and the Indians are going to the World Series.
Well, congratulations to them as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
Well, we talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
When you basically take a game into your own hands and give your opposition absolutely no chance, you deserve all the credit in the world. His guys had to score for him, but he essentially was a one-man show out there.
For my partners, Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Championship Series.